how to delegate tasks. If you are a business owner, the best thing that you can ever do is delegate. Find someone that can help you. But the thing is that you have to know how to teach them how to do what you do. That's it. You got to delegate to make room for more. I cannot keep asking God for more if I'm already overwhelmed in what I'm doing. I have to learn how to give off some of these tasks. I got to learn how to trust God and then too trust people, because the biggest thing as an owner in life period is that we don't trust people. So it's like, God, you got to show me who I can trust with my baby. God, show me who I can trust with my baby, with my businesses. That way I'm able to expand. I'm able to get more. But right now, God is saying, I can't give you more because you overwhelmed in what you got. I can't give you more because you don't even know how to really, the reality is, handle what you got right now. You don't even have a hold on it. You don't even have a hold on it. So God is saying, trust me, trust God. That's right. I trust God that you're going to send me who I need to send, who you need to send to me to help me. That way it increases. And that's all I've been hearing is the capacity, the ability to hold. Do you have the capacity to keep and to maintain the things that we want? Some of us, we're asking God for things that we just don't have the capacity to hold. You know, they used to say, like, do you want the truth? You can't handle the truth. The reality is you can't handle it. That capacity. I want it so bad. Like, I hear people say, I want to be a six-figure earner. I want to be a six-figure earner. And that's all well and good. Let me tell you something. In my courses, I don't say you're going to be a six-figure earner. I'm not going to promote that. I'm not going to try to grab you into my coaching just to say you're going to earn six figures, because reality is some of us don't have the capacity to make it. You don't have the capacity to maintain it. You blow through the 500. So we have to learn how to understand that we can desire things, and that's fine. I promise you. It's okay to want things, but most of all, the most important thing is to understand how to maintain it. Listen, Bookie to run the marketplace. I'm telling you, the most important part is the maintenance. Let me tell you, I always equate this. I'm not going to preach. I promise y'all. Every time I get on here, I say that, but I promise you I'm not. But when you talk about when Joseph went into the pit, the reason why he was able to be so successful in the palace is because he understood what happened in the pit. He had the capacity to hold on to grab a hold of, this is my assignment. Yes, you know, once he got there were so many different things, but he understood what his assignment was. When you understand what your assignment was, what happened in the pit doesn't matter. I'm already in the palace. He had the capacity to hold it because of what he went through. So sometimes right now I'm learning that I'm going through all these different aspects of business. I'm going through these pit experiences, but I'm also experiencing the palace experiences, and I'm experiencing the pit and the palace and the ups and the downs. But guess what? I know that all of this that I've gone through, it has done nothing more but increased my capacity. So for me to be able to maintain where I'm going, but guess what? When I get there, now I'm able to coach other people in the very thing that I'm doing. I'm not even concentrating on what happened when I was in the pit. I just know what I learned in the pit. Woo! It don't matter what happened, who did you wrong, who said what they said, who walked away, what they did. All that matters is I learned what I learned in the pit. And guess what? I'm moving on. I'm in a new place. I'm on another level. I appreciate what y'all taught me. But guess what? I won't live in what you taught me. I won't live in that experience. I'm not going to stay there. Yes, they walked away. Yes, they did you wrong. Yes, you cannot be trusted. No, I will no longer do business with you. But guess what? The reality is I learned what I needed to learn in that experience. Hey, and I'm going on. The pit does not matter. All that matters is I'm in the palace. All that matters is I'm on a new level, and I take what I learned from that and I'm in a new place. What it does is it increases your capacity. So the topic today is, can you handle it? Because the reality is, and I talk about it all the time, is that we want so many things, but we really don't have the capacity to handle the things that we want. Learn how to maximize where you are. And I told you, I got this for myself first. I am learning how to maximize where I am right now. I'm not ready for another building until I fill this building. I'm not ready to go to this next place until I learn how to be better over my finances, until I learn how to stick to my budget. Because if you can't stick to your budget, guess what? You're not ready for that million. You know why? Because that million going to fly through your hands and you're not going to know what you did with it. So we have to learn how to handle where we are right now. Learn how to maximize this space where we are right now. Reach who we need to reach right here. That way, when we get to those next places, guess what? I can maintain it. I can maintain it. That's what the low places are all about, is what we learn in those moments. You know why? Because in the high, and when I get higher, I don't make those same mistakes. I don't keep doing the same thing over and over again. Let me learn where I am. It's nothing worse than the reason why some of these people, they get to these places and they're like, their businesses are flopping and the churches are flopping. You know why? Because you did not have the capacity, one, to handle it, and two, you didn't allow the low moments to create that maintenance in you, that you understood what was really the cost of what I was doing, so that once I get here, hey, I'm here, I'm maintaining it. Some of these businesses, you know why they flop? Because the person that is at the top didn't understand what it meant to be at the bottom. Woo! They at the top, but they didn't understand what it was like to be at the bottom. They didn't understand what it was like to sweep the floors. They didn't understand what it was like to do all these different things. So when they got to the top, guess what? They flopped. Because they didn't understand. That's why when you're starting out your business, it's so important that you be very, very hands-on and you understand every aspect. Because ain't no accountant going to come in and say, hey, we stealing money from you. No, you're not going to do that. You know why? Because I have a handle on my business. I understand every aspect. I understand every job that it takes. Now I'm to the place where I can delegate. But before, I wasn't at a place that I can delegate. But right now, I'm at a place that I can delegate because I understand these different aspects of my job. I understand the different aspects of what it takes to run my business. But what happens is, if you don't know these different aspects of what it takes to run your business and run your life, guess what? When you finally get to that place, guess what? People will take advantage of you. Because we try to get there so fast. We try to skip over all these steps. We try to skip over all these hard moments. We skip over the jobs that we really need to learn. That's right. I talked about that today. Aaron said your desires didn't match your preparation. And that's why I say about Joseph. Joseph was ready to get there. You know why? Because even at the end of the story, what happened? He had to serve and he had to take care of the very people that did wrong to them. If you're not ready to help your enemy, you ain't there yet. You know why? You still in the pit. You still mad at what they did to you. I don't care. It's people that I'm helping now. Like, I'm good with it. You didn't did me wrong. I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? You need me to help you. I'm going to help you. What you need me to help you do something? I got you. I'm going to help you. Because I understand that was nothing more than a stepping stone to get me to this very place that I'm at today. And I'm not still in the pit. I'm now in the palace. But if you're still stuck in the preparation and you have not moved into the place of operation, you're still stuck in preparation if you're in the pit. You have not moved yet into operation. And if you're in operation and all you can think about what happened in the preparation, then guess what? You'll never fully see the manifestation of what you're trying to do and what you're operating, because you're going to be stuck. So we got to get to that place where, one, we embrace our pit. 2, we understand that we have to have the capacity to handle the things that we desire. We got to have that capacity. Like, can you handle it? And I'm telling you, when I tell you that thing hit me so hard, because I'm like, God, I want to do this. I want to start my nonprofit. I want to go here and I want to do this. And all of those things are wonderful. But God is like, I need you to handle this right here. That's what he said. I need you to handle this little thing right here. I need you to show people how to do what you do right here. Then and only then are you ready to go over here. I got to learn how to maximize where I am. You have to learn how to maximize right here where you are. You know why? Because if you don't, the next level that he wants to take you, you will not be able to sustain it. You won't be able to sustain it. I don't care how great of a singer that you are. If you don't understand these moments right in here, that what they call like that music world, it will eat you alive. That is no joke. If you can't handle people talking about you on this little level, there's no way that you can expect that you're going to get on this level and people going to be tweeting about you. People going to be talking about you. People going to be Instagramming and everything else. They're going to be talking about you. And guess what? You're going to fall into a depression. You're going to end up committing suicide. You know why? Because you don't have the capacity to handle it. So that's why he said, let me teach you in these moments. Because if you can't handle these moments, there's no way you can handle these moments. There's certain things that we just can't handle right now. We get upset and we get mad and we get, I feel like I'm thrown to the side and it's like, but when you get to these moments where people are really seeing you, when you're really truly all alone because you really ain't gonna have nobody, you got to get to the place where you maximize where you are, where you go through these experiences so that you are able to maintain the next level. That's it. That's all I came to talk about. Can you handle it? Can you handle the 6 figures? Can you handle the big house? Can you handle the car with the $800 car payment? Can you handle the fame? Can you handle people pulling and tugging on you? Can you handle the fact that when you get to that place, you no longer have privacy? Because sometimes we want things and we don't even really understand what it's going to take and the sacrifices that you're going to have to make to get there. So we have to really realize, like, it's okay to want things, but sometimes you got to really think about, but why do I want that? You know what I'm saying? Why do I really, 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 really want that? Because can I handle it? Can I handle the pressure? Can I handle what comes with being this type of star? Can I handle what it takes being a traveling hairstylist? We have to make sure that when we ask God for things and when we desire things, to make sure it's really what we want and we're prepared for it. Make sure we're really prepared for it. Because we don't want to walk into something and it kill us. We don't want to walk into something and it destroys us. And that's what I'm looking at right now. It's like, oh God, I want all these different things. But then I had to sit back and I had to realize that right now, if I took on something else, if I opened up another business, if I did that, it would probably kill me. Because I would be so overwhelmed. I would be so overworked. I'd be like, how can I handle that? I'd be sick. All those different things. I can't handle it. I can't. I don't have the capacity in this moment to give anything more to anything else. So God says, maximize where you are. Stretch out where you are. Delegate where you are. And then I'm going to give you more. That's what he says. Maximize where you are. Delegate where you are. And then I'll give you more. So those of you that want more, that are desiring more, you got to learn how to maximize and delegate where you are. And then God says, then the increase will come. Then it will come. Because once you take something off your plate, guess what? You make room for something else. If I can move this aspect of my life, guess what? Now I got space for something else to come. But I don't want to keep crowding my plate and keep crowding my plate and keep crowding my plate to where I can't handle nothing else. I can barely even hold this plate up. Why? Because I keep stacking stuff and stacking stuff and stacking stuff. And it's like, honestly, it's really going to go to waste because I don't have the capacity to eat all of this. I don't have the capacity to do all of this. That's why we talk about, oh, this is so good, God. That's what we talk about, portion control. Portion control. Why? Because you don't really have the capacity to eat all of that food. But what we do is we stuff ourselves, and we make ourselves sick. We stuff ourselves and we make ourselves sick trying to eat so much because we've piled our plate up. And that's the same thing with life. We're making ourselves sick. We're making ourselves tired. We're making ourselves overwhelmed because we keep piling ourselves up with stuff that we really cannot take. The word of today is portion control. We got to learn how to portion that thing out. And once you get rid of something else, guess what? You make room for something else. When you get rid of that, now you made room for something else. But we can't keep piling our plate and piling our plate and piling our plate with stuff that we really cannot handle. We can't handle it.